Yo, what's good, YouTube? Welcome to the very first video on my channel. My name is Meltdown4. You can call me Meltdown. You can call me, I don't know if I should expose my real name yet. Nah, not that. For now, you can call me Meltdown. But today we are going to be discussing the top 10 most wanted changes I would like to see come to Zenless Zone 0. I would like to start off by saying not all of these changes I believe are necessities. A lot of them are things I want to see in the game, and they might not need to be in the game. Some of them are things I think need to be in the game for the betterment of players. So to keep track of the importance of things on this list, we are going to be rating them on a scale of 1 to 10 bang boos. 10 being I think they need to be in the game, and 1 being I don't think they're that important and it's more of a personal want. Anyways, that being said, I'd also like to say shout out CCC devs. Y'all have been killing it recently. Y'all have been making great changes and strides towards the betterment of this game. Nothing but praise for the dev team over at MiHoYo for Zenless Zone 0, so keep it up. Yeah, let's get this list started. Hope you guys enjoy, and stay tuned for more videos. Peace. First on the list, we have drive disk substat / main stat changing. I already know that this feature is coming in 2.5, but I more just wanted to talk about what I think the feature might look like and what I want it to look like, because we don't really have that in the game right now. And we also only know that substat changing is coming. We'll just change this to main stat changing. I still think, personally, I would prefer a main stat changing option over substat, because I feel like it's a lot harder to get. Well, in my personal luck, I get the worst main stats and have like crit rate, crit damage, and attack percent on one piece on like a defense slot 4. Like, that's my luck. And I would want to be able to change the main stat on that, because you can kind of just imagine how beneficial that would be. But I think if substat changing is done well, maybe they allow you to turn like a 3-roll defense into, if you could put the 3 rolls from defense onto crit rate, a substat reroller. Sorry, if it's a substat reroller that we're getting in Genshin Zenless, I think that would be very beneficial. I'm pretty sure Genshin already has one, but this is very early into the game to be getting this, so I am excited. And I know Wu already has that as well. Maybe Honkai Star Rail. I don't really know too much about that game. But the other option for substats is maybe you could also change the substat like before you roll on it too. Like if you get a 4-roll substat piece, let's say it has attack percent, HP percent, crit damage, and then defense, could you change the defense to crit rate like before you put any EXP into it and level it up? Like, I feel like that would be pretty cool too, as a substat re-rolling thing, ability or item or whatever mechanic. But either way, I think substat changing anything, main stat changing anything is a good thing for the game. But I would definitely like to see a main stat changing ability soon. Next, I just looked over at my list and this title haunted me, but guaranteed weapons and getting rid of this 75-25. I feel like this is a lot to ask. This is a luxury ask, and this probably won't happen. They would never do this. I feel like this would be such a healthy change for the game, to be honest. The fact that you could go to hard pity and fail a 75-25, that is the worst feeling that a human could ever feel. Like, that's despicable, bro. For a weapon, it should just be guaranteed, like Weathering Waves. It makes building characters so much easier if you don't have to spend like up to 100 and how much would it be? 160 pulls for a weapon. That's a lot of pulls. I feel like this could literally benefit everyone in the community. But I'm mostly saying this because I lost to 75-25 last week for Yadari. So maybe this is a little biased, but I don't really think so. Next, revamped VR slash a revamped training room. I don't know how many people are watching this that play fighting games, but I play a lot of fighting games. I play Dragon Ball FighterZ. I used to play Tekken. In those games, in the training, if you make a mistake, you can just press one button and reset like everything. So let's say you mess up your combo mid combo, you could press, for Dragon Ball FighterZ, I think it was R3 and L3. If you're playing on PlayStation, you could press that and reset the training. You could choose where you spawn. Well, that doesn't really matter. It's easy. But anyways, the resetting is the most important part. There are so many lengthy combos in this game. I've realized this while I've been practicing, trying to get better at Yishuan. Learning her alt animation cancels, learning her stun combos. Like in training, if you mess up, you have to re-stun the boss. Like you literally have to restart. If you're trying to go for a kill, like just playing for 3 minutes, restarting that is like dreadful. So I think the ability to be able to trigger automatic stun windows in revamped, like in a VR, automatic stun windows would be like, Jesus, like that would feel amazing if you could just trigger that and practice stun windows instead of having to re-stun every single boss. And speaking of bosses, I think the VR training needs bosses. They only have like elite enemies. I should be able to practice against Miasma Priest as many times as I want and not have to go into Deadly Assault to learn a boss's moveset. Wait, now I'm heated. This is more of a complaint. I feel like no, this isn't a complaint. I feel like maybe this is a small thing too, maybe just to me, but trying to get 65k, you need to fight against the boss. You need to know it completely. And I feel like when you mess up a run in Deadly Assault, having to go into a menu, restart the game, like that's lengthy when you're 1 minute in and you fail a freaking stun window. So I feel like being able to practice that would be beneficial as well. VR training is already there. It's already good. Like it literally, I just think it needs more bosses, and I think you should be able to automatically like activate like a full stun window. Like that should be a setting that you could turn on, that when a boss spawns, it spawns with 99 or 100 days. I know that would be good. Next, we have more frequent updates to the Hollow Zero. I think Hollow Zero is a great game mode. There's already a lot of rewards in there, daily or weekly resets, like all that. And now they even have like Battlefront Purge, and they have the Lost Void, they have the Withered Domain with 2 separate reward systems. Then they have Battlefront Purge, Task Force Investigation, Special Operation, Perpetrator Battle, and Shadow Operation. Like this is an amazing endgame mode with a lot of content. And this one's more of like a what if. They keep adding, like they'll extend the investigation progress level by like maybe, I think it's 20 or 10 that they do like every couple patches. But I think this needs to be, I want it to be more frequent. Like I guess because I'm greedy, but who doesn't want more rewards? Like the Victoria housekeeping tickets are amazing, the Hi-Fi master copies are amazing, the polychromes are amazing. I feel like maybe doing this, like, because like all people, like most people playing now have maxed this out. They should be adding like, maybe not, a hot take. I think they should be adding 20 every update. That's greedy. I think that is bare minimum. Maybe. Nah, 10's bare minimum. 20 is pretty good though. And another thing is the perpetrator battle. Perpetrator battle. Because this shit is just fun. Getting to play with different characters and their best teams with buffs, like that's just fun. If you don't have a character, like longest time I didn't have Evelyn, this was the only way I could play Evelyn. When I don't have Yadari's best team, but I could play it in this. I didn't have Alice, and she's super fun, and it's just fun. It's like a mini Deadly Assault, but for more characters. I feel like more characters should get added to this. What are some characters? Hugo's not here, Zhu Yan's not here. Like, I don't think they add every character, but I think adding more would be fun, because it just allows more people to play with characters they might not have, which is always a good thing. And then, yeah, Shadow Operation and Special Operation, they don't really need too much. I think that's fine, to be honest. Next, more Deadly Assault. More Deadly Assault buffs. I don't get all the confusion. Not the confusion, but the hatred of Deadly Assault. I feel like it's a really good mode. And I feel like all you need to do is know, like, you really just need to know how to play the game. But I'm getting sidetracked. Anyways, more deadly assault buffs. I think the main reason that people like say this is shilly or complain is because when the buffs are so limited and you don't really have a lot of the newer characters, it's like you kind of feel like the buffs, like you're forced to only use the same buffs, or you have some characters that can't even utilize one of the buffs there because they only are good for the newest character, the newest DPS. I think that creates like an unhealthy feeling and like resentment to new characters that people might not like. People that don't like the Rupture like characters, they don't like the Rupture shilling right now. But I feel like if this game had like maybe like maybe I would like 5 buffs. They could have the standard attacker buff, they could have the standard anomaly, the standard Rupture, and then they could have a stunning one and one other one, but like 5 different buffs I feel like would allow so many other team compositions, so many people to use the characters they want a little bit more. I feel like it would be good for a lot of people who play the game. Maybe I'm just mad I suck. I forgot, I think the highest I've gone in Deadly Assault is 100,000 in total score. So let me know if you're a Deadly Assault junkie, if that's a good score. I'm not really sure. I think the average is around 25,000 maybe, or 30 or 20. No, I think it's 20 actually. I think I'm pretty good at the game though. Next, polychrome count on the event page. This one's real simple. I just think being able to see how much polys you would get from the event screen without like just on the screen, like on the homepage, if you were to go there right now, where it says Neo Golden Mecha and it says exclusive rewards. Like imagine you could see under that the total amount you would get instead of having to count it out. Let's count 60, 100, 260, 360, 460. Math is hard. 580. I had to count that. It's not that like much work, but if it just said 580 polychromes right where it says reward preview, like that would just be more, it's just a quality of life thing. Like that would just be better. But it's small though. I will agree. I will not agree. I will admit it is small, but I think this is a good change. A jukebox system slash, just system. The music in this game, I have the music from this game saved on my phone. I don't even know what it is. Like that VR training OST. Whoever made that, they need their toes rubbed 100%. But I think being able to play that music in Deadly Assault over, like I could choose that over the boss's theme, like that would be amazing. That would be amazing. Or if I could put the Volume Heights OST from When It's Nighttime, if I could put that everywhere, whew, boy, I feel like that's such a good change. That's such a good change that would just like bring so much more life to the game for certain people. Anyone has a favorite OST that they would want to hear like in other places. So I like, this is one thing I would really want, but it's not something the game really needs though, to be fair. Next, controversial one, maybe I would say, yeah, not too much. Deadly Assault rewards increase. I think I like the fact that Zenless resets their end games very quick. Like every other week is very quick. Side note, this game is probably the best free to play game, but that's on the side note. I think if they were to buff the rewards, the polychrome rewards in specific, to like around, like I would want 600, but like 400 or 500 is good too. The 300 for how difficult and how well you have to play, I feel like it's not enough. But I also know they are raising the shield defense rewards, and they're revamping that whole thing to kind of be like a mini Deadly Assault too, but timed. I know about that, but I feel like Deadly Assault, maybe since they're giving Shiyu more, maybe if they only gave Deadly Assault 100, but I would prefer 200. I would prefer 200. More rewards is always better, but this is a greedy one, I will admit. Pre-farming guides in-game. This is small. In the home menu, in the more section, there's something called proxy tools. I only know the most important one, the pre-farming guide. The pre-farming guide for characters you can find in the proxy tools section. The problem is it brings you to the website, and I'm pretty sure you need to scan a QR code. Regardless, if you're playing on PlayStation, it'll make that little mini pop-up explorer page on PlayStation, which is annoying because I would just prefer to go into the character section, be able to click on a character that I don't have, and see at the top of the screen. Sorry, hit my mic. Like at the top of the screen, it says character pre-farming materials or whatever, something creative like that. And you could click on it and you could see every single material that you need, how much you need of it, how much you have of it. You could they could add shortcuts that go straight to the VR training and the bosses and all that. Like that would be so convenient for every player. Like this is a quality of life that I think everyone would enjoy. I think it's already in WoWa, and that has helped me build 2 characters like back-to-back patches on the first day. So I would love to see it in Zenless. Zenless devs, if you're listening, please put the pre-farming guides in the agent section of the game. Thank you. And last one, this one's actually blank. I was hoping for more of a interactive style video. So I guess for number 10, everyone who's watching this, leave one of your most desired changes that you would like to see in Zenless. It could be anything, but make it more spicy. So yeah, make it more spicy. I feel like that would be more interesting, but you could definitely leave a comment. Let me know what you think is your most wanted change in Zenless on Zero. But other than that, that is my list. So yeah, first video, I want to do a series of trying to get a kill on Miasma Priest, showing my practice and all that, so probably expect that soon. But for now, thanks for tuning in to the first video, and thank you. See you soon.